This is a how to play video for the game Ubango. I figured that since Suro has a how to play video and it's very easy, Ubango deserved a how to play video because it's also very easy. The game comes with a game book, which gives you gameplay, how to set up, and rules. It comes with a baggie full of gems, which I've already poured out. It comes with a bisection to two-section gem board, 4 pawns, a timer, a die. I believe it comes with 4 punch cards because I've had this game for a while. I don't remember exactly, but you'll have 4 of each of these tetra-like shapes that all together, all tetra-like shapes together add up to 12 different shapes. Each group of 4, you'll get 4 baggies to put those in, and they need to be punched out prior to the game. And then you'll get 36 game boards, double-sided game boards. On one side, on the vertical, has 3 tetra-like shapes, and on the other side of the vertical has 4 tetra-like shapes. We always teach and play when we're teaching with the 3 because it's frustrating enough. Make sure that when you've decided with your group what you're going to play, that all your boards are on the right side, because it just slows down play. What we do, if it's a 2-player game, each player gets 9, so that's 9 boards, so that's 18 boards. 3-player, you put 9 boards back in the box, and 4-player, you play with all 36. What we do is we deal out the boards like you're dealing cards in a game. So if it's 4 players, you deal out all the cards, and we put them in a pile like this so that it's just easier. When you're done solving it, you play with the top board, and when you're done solving it, that board goes in the discard pile. So you don't play with that board again unless, and I'll get there, unless, hold that thought. The die has several symbols on it. Deer, mask, elephant, a shield, hand, and snake. And they correspond to the symbols on the card. Now, when you roll, and say right here I got a deer, the deer under on my card, I would pull out, when the timer starts, I would pull out these shapes after the timer starts. On every card, it's different. The deer here has these shapes. The deer on this card has these shapes. So everybody is solving something completely different. To set up for the game, you need to randomly put your gems on the gem track. Now you have exactly the right amount, nothing extra of gems, so don't lose them. Once you have the gem track set up, you can start setting, people can start placing their pawns on this part of the gem track. You can have all 4 people on the same track if you want. Most people want to spread out. This is very important later. Now, once you start the game, and we're just going to say that because of expedience sake and because I know how to solve it, we're going to say that I rolled the shield. Once a roll, and what we do is we have one person roll and another person, generally the person, if we go to the left, one person rolls, the person right behind them turns the timer, and then once we're done with this board, then the timer moves to the next person, the die moves to the next person, so everybody gets a chance to roll, and everybody gets a chance to do the timer. So once it's rolled, the timer starts, you grab, like right here under shield, these are my those are my tetra shapes. And so now I begin to solve it. Like I said, I've solved this one before, so this one's easy for me. And nothing is outside that dark black boundary. Everything is within the white part. Boundary is your fence. And when I've solved it, I say Ubango, because I've solved it before the timer's up. If I'm the first person to say Ubango, first person to solve it, I get to move my pawn up or down at most three lines on the gem track. Person who gets second moves up or down 2. Person who gets third, up or down 1. And the person last just gets to stay there. Then you pick, say that I've decided I'm going to collect these colors. All right, you collect 2. The second person decides that they're going to move down 1. They're going to collect these colors, and so on. This is where it's important. This is where you win or lose this game. The person who collects the most color of one color gem is the one who's the winner of the game. So moving can be very strategic. If you're collecting blue, like you're going to be here and then you're going to be here, if you won or get second, and and you keep going down the track. Say that this person is stuck here and these 2 gems have been taken, and they're collecting gems, so they collect the next 2, and so on. If one gem track is empty and you are unfortunately the one who is the fourth person who has solved the puzzle and you can't move anywhere, you don't get any gems. And these tracks do run out. If there's a tie, if 2 or more people have the same number, the most number of one color, then it goes down to the next color that people have the most. Like say 3 people had the most, the same number of greens or the same number of yellows or the same number of, somebody had 5 greens, another person had 5 yellows, and another person had 5 reds. Well, then you go down to the next to determine the winner. Say the next person had 4 blues and nobody else had 4 of any other color, then the person with the 4 blues wins. Once you're done with your board, once you've solved this board, and if no one solves before the time is up, you turn the timer on and you start over until there's one winner. And generally, if somebody has gotten Ubango and other people are still fumbling, just to prove it can be done, you just let them go and solve the puzzle or help them so they can see that it's not impossible. And everybody gets frustrated at one point and wants to check the board because they think it's impossible. None of these boards are impossible. They can be solved. Once you've solved and you're ready to start another one, take your pieces off. The board that you just used goes into the discard pile with everybody else's board, and you start with a fresh board. And that's essentially the game, and the person who gets the most of a color of gem wins. That's it. It's a fast-paced game. It's really fun. It's for 8 years old on up. We have taught on this game to a family with an 8-year-old, an 11-year-old, and 2 parents. And the 8-year-old did get frustrated for a while because she just wasn't getting it, and she wasn't, everybody else was getting it before her. And I told her to be patient. She's just retraining her brain to see the spatial relationships here. And all of a sudden it clicked, and she started beating people, and she was very happy. And her parents bought the game. Anyway, like I said, I've taught this game often. It's a very fun game. Kids like it. Adults like it. And enjoy.